Hello everybody. I'm a little late today. Sorry, had to go food shopping. That's a whole big production these days. So we are going to start, as we always do, getting ourselves comfortable in our seats and take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Make sure you don't have any distractions. Turn off your phones. And we're going to get our Pigma Micron 01 or whatever pen you are going to be using, a pencil, tortillon, or a Q-tip or earbud, or you could use your fingers. I don't like to use my fingers because I don't like to get dirty. And a 2x2 tile or a 2x2 square blocked off on a piece of paper. Now we're going to start by having some gratitude for being here again today, and we're going to learn a new tile, appreciation for just being able to do this. And we're not going to do corner dots today or a border or a string because this is a mono-tangle. We can do a border if you want, but it's not necessary. And we're going to do a border tile today. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Onamato. Onamato, that's what it is. And it's a fun little tile, a little border. Now, borders could be straight or they could be curvy. If you use a curvy border, that's to separate sections in your artwork. The straight borders are more for borders. So we're going to make a line, and I'm just going to go from one side to the other. You can make it straight or curvy, however you want to make it. And then I'm going to make another line about, half an inch away, and just mirror the line that you just made. And then I'm going to aura the 2 outside lines. So I'm going to very carefully aura that. And turn your tile, and we're going to aura the second side. Okay. Now, with this tile, with this border, you can leave this stripe white. Traditionally, we put orbs in it, but you don't have to if you don't want to, so you could leave it white. You could make it black. You could put the orbs in, whatever you like. So I'm going to just put the orbs in here. And I need my glasses. I always forget those. Okay. And so we just tightly pack the orbs into the whole aura here. And remember, I need a piece of paper. When making orbs, we don't make them like that, and we don't make them like that. What you do is you don't look at your pen tip. You look at the first line that you put down, the first dot, and you just keep staring at that and make a full circle. Doing it this way is sloppy and really unacceptable and not pleasing to the eye. So we will continue with our orbs. And just squash them in between those two lines. And this is how you traditionally make this border tangle. And you just keep going. And this is a nice border to use as a border or as a string. You could use this as a string for your artwork. Okay, I'm going to turn my tile, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just pack those little orbs in there, making them nice and round. You could also make this a stripe if you want, or elongated circles, whatever your heart desires. This is your artwork, and it's all up to you what you want to do. I have this wire in my face here. So you just keep going down up the whole space here. And this is going to be a very orby tangle. We're going to be doing a lot of orbs. Okay. Now in the center, we're going to make one big orb. We're going to fill this whole thing with orbs. And you could have made this smaller. I made it kind of big. So we're going to make our first orb. And then we're going to make orbs on either side, touching, not going behind. And I did make this a pretty big border. Okay, then I'm going to turn my tile. And I'm going to start another orb. And it's okay if your orbs aren't perfectly round. Okay. Then, in these triangular spaces, we're going to put one orb in here. In each of the triangular spaces, fit an orb, however big the space is. That's how big your orb will be, different sizes depending upon the space. And I'm just going to fit a little piece there. Then you're going to turn your tile towards you, and you're going to do the same thing here, putting the orbs in the triangular spaces. And you don't have to make yours as big as mine. Okay, now what we're going to do is in all these little triangular spaces, we're going to blacken it like we do so many times with other tangles. So we're just going to blacken all those white spaces in between the little orbs. And you turn your tile. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to not have a death grip on your pen. You want to hold it loosely. You get better lines that way when you're relaxed and breathing. I'm going to do all these first. And just carefully color these in. There's no hurry. There's no race. Just do it slowly. Till you get them all colored in. I'm not doing such a good job of coloring it in. Okay, then you're going to turn your tile so it's facing you, and you could color in easier. And just keep coloring these all in. And what this does is it makes all the orbs pop. Now we're not going to do the little perfs down here. We're just doing inside the ribbon. Okay, so that's what we have now, and now we're going to shade it. And there's many different ways you could shade this. You could shade, put some graphite down on either side of the edges, and you don't have to put too much down. Remember to hold your pencil on the side when you're doing this. And then for the big orbs, we're just going to shade one side. Just a little graphite here. You could leave the little, the orbs in between. You could leave those, or you could just add a little graphite. If they're really tiny, like this is a big one, so if they were really tiny, I would just leave them. I wouldn't add any graphite to it. So we take a tortillon, and again, a tortillon is used on the side, not the point. And we're going to make circular motions, get right close to that edge, and we're pulling the graphite out with our circular motions. And we're going to turn our tile to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're grinding that graphite right into the paper with circular motions. Now we're going to do our orbs, and again we're going to sort of do it in a crescent shape and get that rounded effect. And just using the side of your tortillon. Okay. And then we're just going to a little circular motion on the little orbs. I'm not going to do much with that because they're small. And there you have your Onamato. And what by shading the sides, you have lifted that border off the page, so it looks like it's above the page. So you turn it around, you admire what you just did, and you decide where is top and bottom. And as always, we're going to put our initials or our chop on it. So I'm going to put my chop which is made up of my initials in a little fancy way of doing it. That's my chop. And then you turn it over and you sign your name. You date it. Today's 4/20. And I always put where I live. So there you have it, your Onamato. And I hope that you try this and that you post your pictures in the comments. You all have a great day, and thank you for joining me. Bye.